Wrote in your questions. We have questions from kids who are in pre-K all the way up through your senior year in high school. And we both want to thank you. We have two teenagers at home ourselves. And
we do.
And, you know, like many of you, we're living the ups and downs of distance learning and being stuck at home. So I hope today provides you with an opportunity to tune in, get some of your questions answered, and if nothing else, just realize that there's a lot of kids out there who are in a situation just like yours. This isn't going perfectly or easily for anybody. Some days are good, some days aren't too good, and overall you're doing an unbelievable job, but it's a hard time, and so we just have to stick with it a day at a time and do the best we can every day. Just like last time, I want to begin with a huge thank you to our teachers. Hats off to the teachers and all the educators and coaches and principals and superintendents.
Yeah, it's really incredible.
It is incredible. I mean, Rhode Island is a shining star across America right now for the success that we're having with distance learning. I wasn't sure if we'd be able to pull this off when we started, and it has gone better than anyone expected. I also want to thank all the parents out there and aunts and uncles and grandparents who are going along with this with the children in your house. Like Andy and I know it is not easy. Sometimes the kids get frustrated. We didn't do this as kids, so thank you for your patience. But most of all, I want to say thank you to the kids. Yeah, you guys are incredible. You're being creative, you're rolling with it, and I know it's hard. You don't get to see your friends, you don't get to play sports, and that kind of stinks. And so I just want to say, I'm sorry it has to be this way. It is this way so we can keep you healthy and safe. I really hope we're going to be able to open school in September, just the way we normally would. And until then, we're just asking you to stick with it. We just have another month or so to go. Stick with it. Give it your all. Finish strong.
Yeah.
That's like so important, you know, like in gymnastics. Stick the landing. We want you guys to hang in there and stick with it until the end of school. I have just a couple of quick announcements, and then I'll turn it over to Andy. One is some kids out there are still struggling, we know, with not enough Wi-Fi. Maybe there's 3 or 4 kids in the house trying to learn. You only have one computer. There's not enough internet in the house for everybody to be working at the same time. And so I want to promise you that we're going to keep doing more until everybody has what they need to do the school in their house. And so if you're struggling at home, if you don't have a good enough computer, if you have to share it with too many people, you can't get your schoolwork done, let your teacher know. Because if your teacher knows, he or she can tell us, and we can do more to help you. About a week or so ago, we heard from a couple of school districts that some kids were struggling. So we said, let's do something about it. The Rhode Island Foundation said that they would give a $100,000 grant if other people matched that grant. And people did. 70 people wrote in and said, we want to give money to match the grant. There are 2 that I want to call out specifically. The CVS Health donated $150,000 to the Woonsocket Education Department for the purchase of 750 Chromebooks for students in grades 3 through 5. Wow. So way to go, Woonsocket, way to go, CVS, way to go, Rhode Island Foundation. And then Brown University donated $100,000 to the Providence Public School District to support internet access for 900 Providence students for the next year. So we're getting this done together, and I hope, thank you to Brown so much, thank you to CVS so much, and to all the kids in Providence and Woonsocket that will benefit from that. I hope it makes your life a little bit easier and makes school a little bit more fun. Yeah. Last thing I want to say is this. I know some people are struggling more than others. We're all struggling for being cooped up in our houses. And maybe your mom or your dad has lost their job during this. Maybe you're cramped up in a small house. a few kids, parents, one bathroom. It's not always fun. Maybe your parents are extra stressed out. Maybe they lost their job. There's a lot of people going through that right now. So if you're hearing me say that, I want you to know you're not alone. And we're going to try every day to make things better for you. But if you feel unsafe at home, or if somebody's hurting you at home, I want you to let your teacher know, or let one of the adults in your life who you know loves you know, because that's not okay. No. And we want to make sure we get you some help. Also, if you're feeling really anxious or depressed or scared, or you're just really struggling with this emotionally, then we want to help you with that too. And we've set up a whole new system called Kids Link, which is designed to help kids get mental health services that they need to provide you with support. That phone number is 1-855-543-5465. So you could call yourself, if you're a teenager or old enough, or if you're a parent or a teacher hearing me say that, and you have a kid in your life who is really struggling, don't be shy. Do not be shy. We set up Kids Link because we know people need the help. Everybody's going through something right now. So again, it's 855-543-5465.
Thank you, dear. And it's such an important thing, and it's really nice to be back here. Frankly, it's nice to be back anywhere outside of my house. I think today was one of the first times I've gotten in my car in a really long time. So for all of you who are out there watching, who are working from home, I'm right there with you, and so this was a nice opportunity to get out. And frankly, it's nice to be invited back. You never know how these things go. And in fact, some of my friends told me, after watching us do this last time, they said, don't quit your day job. So I'm flattered that you guys had me back. I wanted to say a couple things just quickly before we get to the most important thing, which is the wonderful questions from students across Rhode Island. I just want to talk about on the topic of mental health, emotional health, and how you're feeling. And I want to speak first to the kids who are watching out there today. It's okay if you're not feeling okay. In fact, most of us aren't. This is a time of great uncertainty, anxiety, concern for safety, and just everything. We're out of our normal rhythms and routines. So that's okay. And to the parents out there, it's really important to talk about it. We have to acknowledge and talk about how different this is, how difficult it can be. We don't have all the answers. You can certainly reassure everyone that this state and with this leadership team and everyone here and all the parents who are out there are really working very hard to make sure that you, the students, the kids, your loved ones are as safe as possible, and that we're making sure that everyone can do what they need to do only when it's as safely as possible to do so. And that's a really important thing. But as part of that, talking about it, the great folks at Bradley Hospital and the clinicians who run the Kids Link thing service have created a new free coloring book, which is good for kids who are in elementary school, particularly the earliest grades in elementary school, called Coloring My Way. It's learning about coronavirus. And you see here, this is Rizzo Raccoon. So Rizzo goes through this whole process, and it's really great. You can go through this, read the stories with your parents, or kids, you can read it to your parents, do the coloring books, but it talks about all these different emotions that you might be feeling, the uncertainty, the anxiety, the confusion, and this is an opportunity. This can be downloaded. I know that a lot of schools are passing these out as part of the worksheets that might be going home to school. It can be downloaded at bradleyhospital.org's website, and it's done both in English and in Spanish. And it's a great opportunity for parents to talk to your kids about the kinds of feelings you might be having, and to refer back to them when those things get difficult. Finally, I just wanted to say before we jump to the question that it's really important to do something to take care of yourself. It's okay when you're not feeling okay. So just as Gina said, say something. If for kids out there who are listening, say something to your parents. You probably are. And there are lots of people out there who care about you, who are willing to help. And this coloring book is just one way to get started to doing that. So with that,
Let's do it.
let's jump to the questions. The student journalists who are out there, again, we received thousands of these, and it's really wonderful, the curiosity, the honesty that students across Rhode Island are exhibiting and asking these questions. So let me get at it. And Gina, question number 1 comes from Tegan. Tegan is a preschool student in South Kingstown who asks, why does my mask have to be on when I want to go somewhere? This is a pre-K student.
Very smart pre-K student. So Tegan, I'm glad you have a mask. That makes me very happy. The best way to spread this disease, the way that it spreads the most, is when people sneeze or cough. So the virus is inside of your mouth, inside of your nose, and when you sneeze or you cough, it spreads everywhere. So if you wear your mask, it prevents the virus from spreading from you to somebody else. It's really important for you to know, by wearing your mask, it doesn't prevent you from getting sick, but it prevents you from spreading it to somebody else. So we have our masks, our kids have their masks. It's a little weird to wear them.
Yeah.
It's hard to breathe, and you get hot if you wear it for a long time. But it makes sure that fewer people get sick, because you don't want to spread it. Also, when you're sneezing, I want you to remember to sneeze into your elbow, and just make sure to cover your mouth and cover your nose all the time.
And you'll see in the coloring book, Rizzo does that, and it's a little bit like dabbing, so it's kind of cool if you want to be able to do that as well. So let's go on now to Gabriella, who's a 2nd grader in Warwick. Gabriella asked a really good question. Can we make signs to cheer up people when they walk by?
Yes, Gabriella, I would love it if you did that. In fact, send me a sign. Gabriella, send us a sign. I want you to, you're in 2nd grade in Warwick. I'm asking you, and maybe a whole class could do it. Maybe have your whole class do it. Maybe you could ask your teacher to arrange this. Draw me a special sign and send it to me, and I'll put it up in my window here at the State House. But it's a great thing to do. And to the rest of the kids out there, I want you to try to do one thing every day to cheer somebody up. By the way, the adults out there, we should all be doing that too.
Yeah.
Just one act of kindness every day. Send somebody a funny text, draw somebody a funny picture, say thank you, say I love you. Just try once a day to do one thing that'll cheer somebody else up.
And Tegan, Gabriella, when Gina comes home, I try to be there because I'm working from home, and I probably should have some signs that say, welcome home,
Exactly.
Gina. But also for your parents and for so many parents out there who are out there working, whether you're on the front lines, serving in hospitals or in healthcare settings or in grocery stores and so forth, all of us owe you a debt of gratitude. And so kids, if you want to thank your parents, not just for what they're doing for you, but for everybody else when they get home, I think that would be a really nice gesture. All right, Liliana, 4th grader, Providence.
Hi, Liliana.
Liliana asks, I'm really looking forward to summer camp. I'm wondering how camp will be different this year from last year.
Thank you, Liliana. Our kids are looking forward to their camps too. So I'm not sure exactly how camps will be different, but they will be different. We're not going to be allowed to get together in big groups of people. So I don't know what kind of a camp you are used to doing, but we are only going to be able to get together in small groups this summer. 10 kids, 15 kids, small groups of people. And also we're going to try to have a lot more virtual camps and kind of cool new activities. So we're working really hard every day so that you can have some camps this summer. Sports camps, outdoor camps, learning camps. I'm going to make sure there are camps. They're going to be under new rules and restrictions. We're going to have to wash our hands more. We're going to have to wear our masks. You might have to take your temperature before you go into the camp, and we can't get in big groups of people. So those are some of the ways it will be different. We're still working on it, but I hear you that you want your camps, and we're going to do our best.
Victoria, who's also from Providence, is a 5th grader. So Victoria asks, when the number of infected people go down, will businesses and parks slowly start to open up again?
Yes, Victoria, you're very smart. You should come work on my team. That's exactly the plan. So right now, the number of infections isn't going down yet. It's actually kind of flat, which is great. Last time we talked to you, it was going up. Now it's flat. Pretty soon, we hope it starts to go down. And when it starts to go down, that's when we can go to the park, we could go to the beach this summer, we can go back out to the store, your folks might get back to work. So that's exactly the plan. And we have to do it slowly. It's like one step, and then we'll walk, and then we'll run. It's not going to be everything open all at once, but yeah, the answer is yes. We're all going to get to go outside a lot more once the infections go down.
And but it's a good reminder too that in the next couple of weeks, certainly we just got to stick with it. You know, that this is no time to letting off, you know, some of the things we've been doing, because the fact that it's working shows that if we keep doing it, we'll even be in a much better place. So keeping distant, staying home, wearing your masks and everything is really important for everyone to remember and push through until that period where you can do something different.
So I want you guys to know, even though it is really hard to be stuck at home, not going to the park, not playing sports, not seeing your friends at school, it's working. You guys are absolutely saving lives. You know, if you didn't do what you're doing, we would have a lot more sick people in Rhode Island. Yeah. We would have a lot more people in the hospital. But we haven't. You've done a really good job. So to you and to your teachers and your parents, even though it's incredibly hard, and I hope you never have to do this again, it's working. So you should feel really good about yourselves that even though you're a kid, you're playing a role, a really important role, in fighting coronavirus here in Rhode Island.
And if you see someone walking out of your house without their mask on, you can always say, "Where's the mask?" Which my son asked me the other day. So Allison, who's a sixth grader in Charlestown, asks, well, why can't we just go back to school and see our friends?
Yeah, thank you, Allison. I bet you miss your friends. Our kids miss their friends, too. Actually, we miss our friends. We don't get to see our friends either. Pretty soon you'll be able to. But right now, since there's so much of the virus out there, and since the way the virus spreads is from one person to another, so when you get close to people and you know, people breathe and sneeze and cough, that's how we spread the virus to each other. So if we let you go back to school and be with your friends, too many people will get sick too fast. And that's why we can't allow it right now. But soon enough, we will.
Jeffrey, who's a seventh grader in Pawtucket, asks, what kind of activities are you doing in your quarantine, dear?
Well, I have had to work, so I don't get much of a quarantine, but maybe my husband can answer some of that. I try to exercise every day. We walk the dog a lot. The kids and I play outside. We play some basketball. We've enjoyed doing that together as a family. We go bike riding. So I've tried to exercise and get outside a little bit each day. But how about you?
Yeah, no, thank you. I mean, obviously, a lot of these activities we do together because we want to be together, just the the four of us, and we always want to be in groups of less than 5. But for me, getting outside is really important. It's been amazing to me just how excited I've been to walk our dog. Sparky's been wondering why I'm so excited to see him in ways that I don't normally. But I get out, I've been working on my lawn, just raking up the dead grass and trying to get things going for the day, try to exercise in the basement when I can't go out and do some of these things. But the activity I've tried to do, which has not been very popular in the house, is to cook. I've been trying to cook at least a meal once or twice a week. I'm not a very good cook, but it is a great thing for me to feel like I could do differently, learn something. And it's just like you're learning how to do distance learning and you're picking up new skills. I'm trying to learn something as well. And so, I mean, you can ask Gina when we're off camera whether it's any good. But
we try to limit him to breakfast. If the kids are watching, they'll understand. They'll agree with me.
All right, I got to cut you off. Next question. Nasser, who's a 7th grader from Providence, says, how do you prevent stress?
That's a great question, Nasser, and it's a hard thing. Everybody feels a lot of stress every day, and so if you're feeling stress, it's completely normal. Everybody feels more stressed right now. So some things you can do: you can exercise, you can go outside, you can listen to music, you can talk to somebody. Find somebody you can talk to. Maybe it's a teacher, maybe it's your brother, your sister, a friend, just somebody. Find somebody you can talk to, somebody who'll listen to you. Also, I would stay in touch with your friends if you can. If you have a phone, or if you have some way to be with your friends online, all that stuff's really important. Even though you're at home alone, figure out a way to have contact with people every day. Somehow, every day, try to have some contact with other people, because that will help. But there's no one thing. And some days will be worse than others. And then the next day will be a little bit better.
Yeah, and I'd add, it's, you know, when you actually pick up the phone. I think it's interesting, you know, a lot of our communications now are by Snapchat or by text and so forth. So calling someone, which I know a lot of the students out there probably don't do very often, is a really wonderful way to connect to people. And I've enjoyed reconnecting with some old friends of mine, and it's been a good excuse to give people a call. So it's just a small idea for you. Okay. Jordanis, who's a 7th grader in Providence, asks, will the next school year be normal? Like, what is the new normal?
Yes, exactly. So it depends what we mean by normal. It's not going to be the way it was last year, because we all have to do things a little differently because of the virus. You'll be going back to school, I hope. The plan is, if everything goes according to the way it is now, you'll be able to go back to school. But we will have to be washing our hands a lot more. We might have to make some changes to the way we have lunch and breakfast in school. We'll probably have to spread out a little bit more in the classroom, fewer kids per classroom. You may have to wear a mask. Your teachers might have to have masks on. We're going to have to clean your school much more every single day, multiple times through the day. So I think of this, it's almost like a dance. It's like we have to dance with this virus. It's a complicated thing. Like, it's going to change, we have to change. It's going to throw us a curveball, we have to change with that. So it's not going to be normal. It's not going to be the same old school. You're going to go back to school. You're going to get to be with your friends and be with your teachers, but we have to be flexible, because there's going to be some changes, and I'm not exactly sure what that means. October may look different than September, but we're going to get you back to school. It's going to be fun. You're going to learn, and we're going to do our best to get through it.
I have this image of dancing, and I love dancing with you, my dear, but dancing the virus, I don't know. It feels like it's more like a bullfight or something like that.
Yeah, I just made that up.
All right. Giselle, who's a 12th grader, a senior in Pawtucket, asks a really important question. What are you going to do? What are we going to do for the class, the important class of 2020?
Yeah. I feel bad for the class of 2020, I have to say. This totally stinks. This is not the senior year that anybody wanted. I've been hearing from lots of kids, some kids were going to be captain of the sports team, or you were going to have a banquet at the end of the school year, or an honor society event, or graduation, or end of year parties. And unfortunately, most of that is not going to be able to happen in the way you thought it was going to happen. That's the bad news. Here's the good news. We're going to come up with new ways to have fun and celebrate you and let you be with your friends in ways that are safe. It's going to be in smaller groups. And we're going to celebrate you. And we're going to have a good time doing it. And we're going to create memories. Your graduation and your senior year is going to be different than kids before you and kids after you. It's going to be yours. It'll be your own. You'll have your own memories. You can tell your kids and grandkids about it years to come, about the class of 2020. So we're working hard on all different kinds of things, maybe fun activities that would be like a prom, only more of a virtual kind of dance party. We're going to have a televised graduation event on June 15th for the whole state, which we're working on. It's going to be a really good time. And I would ask you to get creative. I will say this. By the time graduation rolls around in June, we probably will still be in a place where we can only be together in groups of maybe, I don't know, 20 or fewer. So you can be together with your friends more than you are now, but definitely not in big groups. So we're going to have to get creative, and I'll rely on you for some good ideas.
And the most important thing is, really recognizing the tremendous accomplishments that, all of the members of the graduating class of 2020, have. And like this, that's the most important thing. And we'll find ways to celebrate that. But I will always want to recognize the great hard work of the students and the educators who made that possible, for 12 or 13 years of schooling. So, it's a big thing. Speaking of, Bridget, who's a 12th grader, also a senior in Newport, asks, how are you working with the college presidents around Rhode Island to make a plan to bring students back, college students back on campus safely in the fall?
Yeah, really good question, because we do want college to be able to come back in the fall safely, though, as you said. So here's what I'm doing. I have asked all of the college presidents at all 20 colleges in Rhode Island to submit to me their plans for how they can safely reopen in the fall. We're going to give them time to work on it. I think we gave them, 5 or 6 weeks or more to develop their plan. We gave them guidelines for what a safe plan has to look like. And then they're going to come back to us, and we will work with them. We'll have the Department of Health and our doctors and experts work with them to get that plan in shape over the summer so that in the fall, hopefully, they'll be able to allow students to come back. So what will it look like? There'll be more cleaning, more testing, mask wearing, probably not big lecture halls where everybody, 300-400 kids sit together in a lecture hall at one time. So the good news is we have several months to plan for it, and we're doing that. And our hope is to give you a chance to go to college in the fall and have a normal experience.
So Elijah, who's an 11th grader in Barrington, states first, some states are reopening the economy and the society more broadly in the upcoming weeks, but they're facing major backlash for their actions. So do you plan on opening up Rhode Island to help the economy and open up society, or play it safe and avoid this backlash? So Elijah's joined the political press corps on this one, so maybe WPRI can pick him up soon. But
it's a good question. It's a tough one, Elijah. I am going to open the economy. It is my plan to start reopening the economy on May 9th, assuming between now and May 9th everybody stays at home and the virus keeps going down. And then when we reopen it on May 9th, it's going to be one step at a time. So we will allow a little bit more commerce. Some people who work in an office can go back to work if they wear a mask and they're not sick. We're still not going to be able to eat in restaurants right away. That will come in the next phase. So I'm going to open it in phases and slowly. I don't know if there'll be a backlash. This is a really hard time to govern. Some people right now want me to not open the economy. They're afraid. A lot of people are afraid. On the other hand, we have many, many people out of work. You probably know somebody who's lost their job. Lots of restaurants have been closed. Lots of small businesses are closed. So I have kind of a tough job right now trying to walk a balance between getting people back to work, but doing it safely. So what I'm going to do is I listen a lot. I spend a lot of time in my day listening to doctors, listening to professors, listening to scientists, listening to business people. I'm going to make the best choices I can and get us back slowly. First, we're going to test the waters, make sure it's okay, and then we're going to go a little faster and a little faster.
So Amaya, who's an 8th grader from Central Falls, she writes, how long is this, in all caps, how long is this actually going to last? And when, which she knows is more of the end point, and when will they make a vaccine?
Yeah, Amaya, I think Amaya expresses how we all feel.
Yeah, it could have been all caps for the whole thing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
when is this going to end? I wish I knew, Amaya. I wish I could give you a date right now. I can't. You answered your own question, which is when we have a vaccine that works, that's widely available, and everybody can get the vaccine, just like the flu shot, well, then it will end. Then it'll be like the flu. We still have to be careful. Some people will still get sick. But when, just like getting your flu shot, you can get your vaccine for this. The best guess that the experts have is that that's about 1 year away. So in about a year, we think we'll have a vaccine. It's not going to be like this for a year, though. We're not going to be stuck in our houses for a year. It's going to get a little bit better. Hopefully in a couple of weeks, we can see our friends a couple at a time. And then hopefully this summer, we can be together in larger groupings. We can go to the store. Maybe we can go out for dinner. And then hopefully in the fall, like I said, we'll open schools again. But for a year, we're going to be living with some version of these new restrictions. And you're going to have to wash your hands all the time and, be really careful if you get sick.
So I think we're near the end with a few.
Okay.
Nicholas is a third grader from Riverside. Nicholas asks, how is COVID-19 still spreading when we're all staying at home?
Yeah, that's a great question. So
Nicholas is like, I haven't been outside in like 6 weeks. Okay,
Exactly.
So why is it spreading? That's a good question.
It's a smart question, and good from your perspective. Not everybody's staying home. Some of us have to go to work. Doctors have to go to work. Nurses have to go to work. Police officers, firefighters, people in the grocery store, probably someone in your house has been going to the grocery store. So not everybody's at home, and as a result, the virus keeps spreading. Here's the good news. Kids are doing fine with this. The older you get, the worse this is. So this is dangerous maybe for your grandparents, or if you have an older aunt or uncle or older people in your life. When they get it, they get much sicker. That's why we have to be really, really careful to make sure this doesn't spread. But for kids, so far anyway, you guys are pretty resilient, and your kids are bouncing back very nicely.
So I think this is our last one from Amalia, who's a 5th grader in Providence. And Amalia says, good morning, Governor.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Well, when she wrote it, I guess. I'm a soccer player and I play year-round. I'd like to know if I'll be able to play outdoor soccer in the summer with my team. And she adds, thank you for all you do. So,
thank you, Amalia.
Well written, nicely done.
Yeah, very nicely done, and thank you. If you were here, I'd ask you what position you play, but we'll save that for another time. I don't know. I hope so. It all depends on how we're doing in the summer. As the summer goes on, things will get easier. So what you can do in July will probably be more than you can do in June. I hope so. Yeah, I hope so, but it might be, in smaller groups and in a different way. So we're going to work. It's going to be a goal of mine. We're going to work at it. If you can't play exactly the way you want to, it sounds like you're, a really competitive soccer player, I promise there's going to be plenty of opportunities for you to go outside and kick the ball around with your friends. And we'll do our best to make it even better than that.
So thank you for that,
you guys.
Gina. I hope
Thank
that folks who are tuned in were able to enjoy the questions and the back and forth. But the most important thing is this is a conversation. So again, back to the original point, parents, kids, keep asking these questions. You may not always be able to ask the governor, but you can ask your parents, your uncles, people in your life. We need to be talking, and if you're feeling uncertain, anxious, and so forth, let's talk about it, because I think we're all feeling that way.
Yeah, he's exactly right. Talk about it. Tell your teacher. Tell somebody in your life, because like Andy says, we're all feeling that way. Anyway, I'll see you soon enough. Pretty soon we'll be out of this, and we'll get to hang out together. I'll see you here at the State House. I'll come see you in your schools. But just know how proud of you we are. We think you guys are amazing. Your questions are great, too, and I hope you had fun with us this afternoon.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks.